What's up guys, I'm here to show you how to make your own custom wound effect using the Ultimate Wound Kit from Smooth On. So now let's take a look at what comes with the kit. Comes in this neat little package, kind of looks like a first aid kit, which is kind of cool. Comes with step-by-step instructions, which you can reference. Comes with the silicone called Skin Tite. Let me open that up for you. This silicone is in two parts, a part A and a part B. It even comes with a little bottle of something called 5X. Now 5X is a silicone thickening agent, which helps make the silicone thicker in consistency. Comes with your colors. You got flesh tone, blood, brown, and black. Some mixing cups, stirring sticks, an instructional DVD, which is very cool, and something called rubber glass. And as you can see, rubber glass looks like glass, but it's exactly what the name says. It's rubber. So everything you need to make some awesome skin effects right here in this little kit. Okay, so I'm getting ready now to mix the material. Basically part A and part B, right? So very simply, I'm going to take both, and I like to do these simultaneously so I can squeeze equal amounts into the mixing container. Just apply the same amount of pressure to both bottles and dispense equal amounts of A and B. Take your tongue depressor, mixing stick, and mix the material. I'm going to add a little bit of the 5X, which is that silicone thickening agent, 5X. It only takes a few drops. Okay. Again, mix the material. And we're going to add some silicone pigment to the material. What I like to do is break these sticks, right? And then apply a little bit of the pigment to the material. So, look at that. Already got a nice flesh tone going there. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the brown because I have a little bit of a tan, so I want to add a little bit of brown. That's a lot of brown already, but add a little bit to that. And then mix the material. Okay. Once the material is thoroughly mixed, then I'm going to apply it right to my skin to make some awesome skin effects. Alright, and I'm going to just basically apply material right to my forearm area. Just apply right there and carefully blending the edges so that it blends a little bit to the edge of my skin. And then what I want to do after I apply the silicone to my skin is I want to create an entry and exit wound kind of slash. So I'm thinking doing a slash today, so I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to go slash. Something like that. See that? And what you'll notice right off the bat when you are working with the silicone is it's going to cure pretty quickly on your skin because your body temperature is like 98 degrees. So it's going to kick pretty quick. And then what you can do is, as it's kicking, you can actually pull the material up to kind of give some cool edging to your laceration or whatever skin effect you're looking to do. as you can see, that the material will pull right up, and that will help create some really neat detail in your skin effect, just like that. See that? Ew, that's so gross. And one thing you'll notice too is there's going to be a little bit of a shine on the edge of the silicone. See on the surface there? So your skin isn't that shiny. So here's a trick to get rid of that. Just add a little baby powder. Okay? Just put a little bit of baby powder once the silicone's cured on the surface of your skin, and just pat it in. Okay? Just like that. Okay? That will make the surface look matte, or more like your natural skin color. See that? And then of course, you know, you want to clean up that powder, but you get the idea. Alright, so now I'm going to get ready to do my second layer, which is basically the blood detail. Again, I'm going to mix equal amounts of A and B. It's the same deal. Again, apply equal pressure to the bottles and dispense equal amounts of each. Since I want the blood to kind of really flow, I'm not going to add Thivex to this. Okay, so now use the Silk Pig Red. Alright, and mix it right in. Mix it all up. And when you're applying blood effects, you want to envision where the blood's going to flow from the wound, right? So what I like to do is kind of load up the blood and put it right into the area that is the wound, or the laceration, or whatever you want to call it. And what's neat is if you put in a fair amount and kind of let it sort of drizzle out a little bit, can create a really cool kind of dripping effect, which would be kind of neat to have. So, see that? So I'm applying it right into the area of the laceration. You know, and depending on how much gore you want to put in there, you can be very liberal with it. You know, putting in a lot will give you some really cool drips of blood in the area, which is kind of neat. Okay. You can just take your finger and just kind of wipe off any excess. Don't worry about that detail, really. Just kind of blot that in. See how that looks? Nasty. See that drip right there? That's awesome. Alright, now we're going to add some shadow and detail to this. We're using the black Silk Pig, so we're going to mix up first parts A and B again. Again, equal amount of pressure in the bottle, dispense equal amounts into your mixing container. Now we're going to take some Silk Pig Black. Okay. Just add a little bit. Don't need a lot. And mix it all together. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the black. I'm going to work that right into the areas here to kind of give it some shadow and highlight. Working it right into the groove there. And don't worry about it being too perfect. You just want to give it enough contrast into the wound to give it some definition. Now you could really go to town on this, you know, kind of be free with this, you know, because this material is so awesome to work with. You know, you could even take a little bit with your finger and just kind of blot out some areas and kind of give it sort of that grungy look and feel to it. Okay, so here I've added some more black, some more red, some more contrast, just to kind of give it that really awesome looking, sort of mutilated skin effect look. The drip is really cool. So now for my favorite part, I'm going to actually add some of that rubber glass that comes with this kit. Alright, so there's a rubber glass. Breaks real easy. So you get a fragment like that. It's kind of cool. You know, and it's up to you as far as how granular you want it to be or whatever, but that's going to be really neat. So once again, we're going to mix up equal amounts of part A and part B of skin tight. And we're going to use the silicone adhesive to adhere the glass right to the wound effect that I just made. Okay, pick up a piece. I'm going to take that. And now I'm going to apply skin tight right to the inside of some of these grooves so that I can put my glass bits right in there. Yeah. Stick some out. And then take a piece of glass and stick it right on there. Oh, that's gotta hurt.